So we're actually going to see that cold air moving in overnight tonight. By tomorrow morning, well, we're going to be in the 30s because why not? This wild weather continues. Happy meteorological spring, by the way, first day of March. And as we closed out February, the warmest on record. As we look, though, to the next few days, take a look at your second weather headline. It's going to be on the chilly side and blustery as well. In fact, just about everybody under a wind advisory now. That's going to run until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And cherry blossoms, the bloom watch is on. I'll have more on that coming up. Here's a look at the radar right now. Still tracking some rain down in parts of southern Maryland over on into the eastern shore. But for the D.C. metro area, we're mainly dry at this point. And like Wendy said, we're in the 60s, 69 in Washington, 66 in Gaithersburg, and 68 degrees in Leesburg. Skies clear out overnight tonight, and we'll have plenty of sun tomorrow, but we are going to be noticing the winds from start to finish. So 7 a.m., that 46 feels more like 36 degrees. By lunchtime, we're near 50, and we'll warm to about 51 degrees tomorrow afternoon, and we keep it dry the entire day as well. 7 o'clock will be around 46. So the weather having a low impact on your Thursday, the morning and evening commutes. The only concerns really winds and the sunglasses. Recess for the kids and outdoor exercise. Long sleeves probably a good idea tomorrow. Now we fast forward to Friday. Take a look here. 5 a.m. We're dry, but look at what happens as we move throughout the morning hours. 8 a.m. Some snow showers across the area. Those continue on into the midday hours. Some rain mixing in by the afternoon and evening hours. We're looking dry, but mostly cloudy. And with all of our storms this winter, it just hasn't been cold enough to really support snow. And it's looking like the same case on Friday. So as stuff falls, really can't stick to the ground. But something we'll obviously keep a close eye on. On to the cherry blossoms, and I'm so excited about this. So this is the state they're in right now. This is stage 1 of 5 stages before they hit peak bloom. So we're seeing the green color on the buds. Peak bloom this year forecast to be between the 14th and the 17th. Look at the average peak bloom, about April 4th, so almost a month above average. And the earliest peak bloom on record was in 1990, and that happened on March 15th. So I'm going to keep updating that graphic over the next few weeks. You can also find that on my Facebook and Twitter pages. So take a look at Friday. Not only will we have some rain and snow showers potentially around, but it's cold, highs in the low 40s. The weekend kind of chilly as well. We're in the 40s both days, mid to upper 40s, but we'll keep it dry Saturday and Sunday. A little bit more cloud cover around on Sunday. Monday, we start to warm back up, 61 degrees. Tuesday, the chance of showers later in the day, 64 for a high. We're then windy next Wednesday, and then the chance for some more showers in the forecast on Friday and Saturday. But again, tomorrow it's going to be blustery and chilly with afternoon temperatures around 50. So you definitely want to grab at least a jacket as you head out the door, guys.
Thank you, Amelia. Well, imagine being so close to a lion you can stroke his mane, feel his chest rise and fall as he breathes, and look deeply into his mouth at those giant teeth. I got to do that recently when Luke, the alpha male at the National Zoo, went to the dentist. And imagine being the doctor who makes the king of beasts say ah.
Luke was in fine form recently as he roamed the big cat house at the National Zoo. Luke is clearly the king of his castle. But the big guy wasn't looking so royal when we found him conked out on an operating table earlier. His massive paws kept warm by colorful mittens.
I mean, the root of this tooth is about up here where my finger is.
Wow. This is veterinarian dentist Baron Hall doing a regular checkup on Luke to make sure his teeth are healthy.
Since they're wild animals and you can't just go and lift their lip.
No, you have to knock them out, which is why Luke has a team of medical technicians monitoring his vital signs and keeping this 400-pound wild carnivore peacefully asleep. Dr. Hall is a veterinarian dentist in Vienna, Virginia, who specializes in exotic animals. He's so rare, he's in demand at zoos around the country and at sanctuaries around the world. He's been in the mouth of some fierce beasts.
I've worked on black bears, grizzly bears, brown bears, pretty much every cat. Hippo I haven't done, polar bears on my bucket list.
Wild animals need dental work because an unhealthy mouth can make an animal sick. Also, alpha males, like Luke, can have a bad tooth, be in pain, and they instinctively hide it because pain is a sign of weakness and can get them killed in the wild. Luke is quite special. He came to the National Zoo when he was a year old.
Luke was brought into our facility from a facility in South Africa, which means his specific genetic line was not represented in North America at all.
That gave breeders a fresh gene pool to expand the lion population in this country. Luke proved to be a rock star.
He's been an outstanding breeding animal for us. He's produced 5 litters, 4 of which have all survived. He's had a great run for us.
Luke is now 11, slowing down a bit, although he can live into his 20s. Staring into the business end of a lion, one has renewed respect for this king of beasts, especially when Dr. Hall tells you this.
You could extract every tooth in their mouth. The power of their muscles, they'll still pop your head like a grape if they wanted to.
Fortunately, Luke can still bite your head off. He left the exam with teeth intact and a mouth cleaned up and ready to, you know.
He's a good kitty. It's amazing what you can learn looking into the mouth of a lion. Dr. Hall provides his services to the zoo for free, and he is a member of something called Veterinarians Without Borders. They provide free health care for animals in sanctuaries around the world, and then they train the locals around the world to care for the creatures around them. But Luke is amazing. He's also one of the few lions with a black mane.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that was
he
unusual.
just gorgeous? He's really something.
And it's
he's very,
fascinating what
very
you
big.
said about, wanting to protect themselves by not showing
pain,
or pain.
because male betas want to take over from an alpha. So if you're in the wild and you're showing any weakness, the beta will move in and kill you.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this grape ain't getting anywhere near it when that anesthesia wears off.
Pop your head like a grape.
Wow. Cool story, Wendy. Barack and Michelle Obama have signed book deals, Whopper deals, that may be the most lucrative ever for White House memoirs. Financial terms have not been officially disclosed, but published reports put the deal for both books between $30 to $65 million. The Associated Press says Mr. Obama's book will be a straightforward memoir about his presidency, and that the former First Lady plans to write an inspirational work for young people that will draw upon her life story. No word yet on titles or release dates.
And a consumer alert tonight regarding your car's gear shift. New designs could be putting you in danger. And tonight, why one popular consumer testing organization is taking steps to protect drivers. Consumer reporter Susan Hogan joins us with the important safety information for you.
That's right. Recently, we reported on a recall involving gear shift confusion. Fiat Chrysler recalled more than 1 million cars and SUVs because the gear shift actually makes it too easy for drivers to forget to put the vehicle in park before getting out. Now, car shifters used to be intuitive and also easy to use, of course, but now many car makers are adding style and design elements to their interiors. They might look better, but Consumer Reports says these new shifters can be confusing and potentially dangerous.
I'm right now in a Mercedes-Benz GLC. The shifter is a monostable electronic shifter. What that means is that no matter what position you're in, it always returns to the center. Makes it hard to see what gear you're in. And putting into park is actually a small button at the end, which is completely blocked by the steering wheel.
Now, Consumer Reports believes so strongly that these confusing gear shifts can be so dangerous, it is now doing something about it when it comes to rating these cars. We'll, of course, have more on that. Plus, we'll reveal some of the most dangerous shifters Consumer Reports found. Jim?
See you tonight at 11, Susan. It is all